We'll be supplying high-purity CTCs to pharma, enabling better patient stratification, monitoring of therapeutic efficiency, and early detection of treatment resistance. And this will become a key revenue-generating channel for Vortex.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Paul Reeves. He's Managing Director of Vortex Biotech. It's an EMV Capital portfolio company. Paul, very good to speak with you, and congratulations on that expansion into Manchester and the opening of your new advanced laboratory. Before we talk about that and what it means for Vortex, could you briefly give us an introduction to the company for those who don't know it?
Absolutely. Thank you, Stephen. It's great to be with you today. So Vortex is a precision oncology company. Our technology isolates and enriches circulating tumor cells. So we give clinicians and researchers and pharmaceutical companies access to intact circulating tumor cells, which are useful for not just research, but for clinical insight and decision-making by the oncologist.
Well, how does the new facility enhance your capabilities and move your technology closer to clinical adoption?
Well, this new facility strengthens our capabilities in three ways, Stephen. So number one, bigger footprint, higher throughput. So therefore, we can run the processes we need at the quality systems that are required as we look to build evidence and data sets for clinical validation and ultimately clinical adoption of CTCs. Furthermore, this facility is in the Oxford Road corridor, which is a leading biotech campus in the UK. We're surrounded by the partners that we need in terms of universities, hospitals, and there are 10 hospitals within a few miles of this center. And that gives us access to the patient samples we need for clinical validations, but also access to expertise and researchers that we want to tap into to better understand and develop our technology. And lastly, we are in a very potent innovation ecosystem here in Manchester. We have industrial partners around us, and we're willing to engage as part of our commercial rollout of our technology.
Paul, why was now the right time to make the expansion?
Well, there's great momentum in the liquid biopsy market, Stephen. It's a burgeoning market right now, and we see our circulating tumor cell technology as complementary to the leading technology of today, which is ctDNA. So these two technologies can combine to give deeper insight into cancer, the mechanism, treatment, resistance, monitoring, all in a non-invasive way. So we are basically riding the wave of the liquid biopsy revolution that's ongoing at the minute. And also, it's the right time because our technology has been developed for years in our US facility, and it's reached the right level of maturity now that we can deploy it in a clinical services proposition. And that's part of our commercial rollout, and that should be a revenue-generating channel for Vortex in the years coming.
You've chosen Manchester as your European base for research partnerships. Can you tell us more about these partnerships and how they support your long-term growth plans?
So, like I said earlier, we're surrounded by world-class research institutions, and these are the guys who can further develop technology with us and discover new applications, menu expansions, and that's all helpful for our commercial planning. Also, we're surrounded by, in particular, the Christie Hospital, which, as you know, is a world-class center for oncology. That would be a great source of samples for our clinical validation, a great source of collaboration as we roll out our technology ultimately into clinical adoption. And these partnerships are central to what we're doing at Vortex. We want to make CTC analysis part of the decision-making toolkit for oncologists as part of the liquid biopsy revolution.
Looking ahead, Paul, what are the main milestones you're now working towards as you move through clinical validation and into commercialization?
Well, we have a clear roadmap for the next 12 to 24 months, beginning with the expansion of our clinical validation studies. So these will be multi-center studies across all of the major cancer types, generating the evidence required for regulatory submissions and ultimately clinical utility claims. Secondly, and importantly, we are launching our clinical trial services here in Manchester. We'll be supplying high-purity CTCs to pharma, enabling better patient stratification, monitoring of therapeutic efficiency, and early detection of treatment resistance. And this will become a key revenue-generating channel for Vortex. As part of that initiative, we will engage in biomarker assay development programs, and these will be initially focused on early detection and therapy selection. And this forms part of our European and UK commercial rollout. So we're building the foundation for commercial entry, beginning with the research and clinical trial services markets, expanding eventually into regulated diagnostic offerings as validation milestones are achieved.
Well, Paul, I hope you'll continue to keep us posted on your progress. Thank you very much for taking the time today.
Thank you, Stephen. It's been a real pleasure.
Paul Reeves, Managing Director of Vortex Biotech.